Hey, how's it going? I'm on the survival hunter doing it 26 Everbloom. I did this at the start of the week. I'm gonna quickly go over to Reddit.io before we start. The key, if you want to skip ahead, you skip ahead. I'm gonna do a commentary over this key. I just wanted to do a little chit chat before I get into the commentary itself. Weird. First off, people have asked for this before for me to talk over keys, and I always keep them silent. That's mainly because my microphone is busted. It's on the other side of the room right now. It's still gonna pick up weird sounds. I don't know how to stop it. I apologize. It might sound terrible. I don't know. I'm just going to go with it though. But I'm on Reddit.io because I just wanted to quickly say, since this was done the other day, I've done 227s. And I was worried. I was thinking, nobody is inviting me to keys at all. Because I pug keys, nobody lets me into the group. So I'm like, oh, nobody likes BM hunters. They always say they get one shot. Survival hunter must be similar, right? No, not at all. You stack verse. BM hates verse. So you got like a plus 10% base damage reduction compared to BM hunters, if not more, depending on what their verse is. And also BM hunters, let's be honest, BM hunters are, I don't know, I never play with them. But whenever I'm in a key, I get externals put on me like crazy. Like 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. Racking Pain, the last boss, is a hunter, you can just ignore it. If you do it at the wrong time, then it will go on somebody else. But if you do it at the right time, then you can just cancel the ability completely. I always get externals put on me though. I'll ignore it. I'll feign death at the right time. Ability cancelled. Then I'll just see on my screen, you got a sack from a paladin. Oh, you got cocoon from the monk. And I'm just like, why, guys? It's no debuff on me. But I mean, I think people just think BM is questionable. I don't know what they're doing in keys. Honestly, I get so much healing, too much. It's just getting into pugs. It's the biggest challenge. I just can't get into pug groups. I'm trying. I spent so long trying to get into keys and nobody invites me. When they do invite me, they say, survival question mark? Are you trolling? Get out of here. And then they kick me. And it happens all the time. It sucks. Anyway, I'm going to go over to this key now. Okay, commentary time anyway. Everbloom. So, first off, the Demon Hunter, the DPS Demon Hunter in the group, he's a guildie, he's a friend. We're currently in Discord chatting. I've removed my voice, but his voice is still there because I don't know how to remove them. Though it was the first key of the week, it's very early in the morning, and we weren't really talking much, so his voice will come up occasionally if you're wondering what it is. It's just because I don't know how to remove it. First time anyway, what do? You throw bombs, you free the eagle, and then you throw more bombs, and that's the rotation. Oh, and then you butchery afterwards. Explosive shot, throw it in there too. That's the whole key. You're just going to see that and repeat. I don't really know what else to say. We don't really do huge burst. I have changed up my talent build slightly, which gives a little bit more burst. Not in this key, just in the future. By the way, this wasp, it's bolstering. I could have stopped him from jumping there.
Yeah.
I think I was probably saying that. That was guilty, by the way. That's fizzy. We just let the healer die though. Sorry, healer. But like I said, early in the morning, I was still waking up at this point. As a survival hunter though, the cool thing about it is you always have DPS. Always got DPS. So look at this Fury Eagle, it's back already. I probably could have got it back a little bit sooner, but it's back. We use it. I don't know what to really say, really. Like bolsterings, I think, so you just got to make sure you DPS down the scary guys. The flowers, they bolster too, which is kind of annoying, but like also as long as you got a tanky tank, it should be fine. But you still want to kill them kind of evenly, so these guys, you want to kind of evenly get them down. That was 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 Fitzy responding to it. I don't know what I was saying. Like I said, yeah, I don't know how to remove his voice because like it's how I was recording. I don't know how to separate Discord and WoW. No idea how to do that, but you know that's fine. Stingers, binding shots, so when they jump, they get stunned, so they don't hit the guy. I don't know. I definitely could stop a lot more of these jumps. I'm just kind of letting the healer get hit over and over. So sorry, healer, but you have a lot of roots as survival hunter. You've got harpoon, which you can root these guys. So that guy leaped right there. I could have rooted him just before he leaped. This guy, 2, 1. Okay, I stunned him, but a bit too early, so he's still going to leap. That one in 1 second, he might leap. No, he's dead. But yeah, stingers are scary. You want to get them down before the plants, obviously, because they're going to kill the healer again. They don't hurt too much.
Really trying to kill this
guy. That they do
guy.
hurt quite a lot. You can see the healer. He's healing a lot right now, and it's literally just on himself, basically, because, you know, none of the DPS right now, we haven't been hit at all. It's just all... only the healer getting hit, but, I mean, I guess it makes it... It's not too bad of a pack. It's basically literally just the tank and the healer getting hit right now. DPS on the flowers anyway. Look at the numbers. Wow, big numbers. And the tanks are in no way because he's scared of these big flowers. They hurt. They're massive right now. But we kill them quite fast, so everything's fine.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's what I mean.
There's no fun in it.
I think we're talking about bolstering because it's the first key of bolstering. We're like, oh, bolstering sucks, doesn't it? I don't actually mind it. I've done a few more keys on bolstering. I don't think it's as bad as people are saying. It's not a fun 𝒂𝒄. I think it's a really lame
Who
𝒂𝒄,
jumped?
but it's not that hard. It doesn't seem that hard on these keys. People are saying it's a lot harder than it is, I think. I mean, maybe at like the 30 level it starts to get scary, but it's pretty chill in these dungeons. You can kind of like, you know, you can prio down the targets that are scary. It's not too bad. Big flowers, so like again, Fury of the Eagle, we use it, and then we're going to throw bombs. I explode the shot just before Fury of the Eagle. Doesn't really matter when you use it, but yeah, now I'm prioing down the cultivator. Maybe a bit too much because now he's dead and all the flowers are huge. But binding a shot just for safety, just that tiny second of a stun, it helps out the tank a little bit. And now they're getting big and they're going to start hurting the tank. We should probably kill them fast or stun them there. Look at that knockback, nice knockback. They're already dead though. And then it's kind of just a simple route. There's 2 routes you can go. You can go left in this dungeon, or you can go right and then come back. We're going left first. If you go right first, you just kind of skip all the wasps. We're doing it. But see what I mean? Like, DPS every single pull. Survival Hunter, you've got it every single pull. You got big DPS. And our utility solid too. I'm just not really using it right now because you don't really need to. These packs are pretty simple, to be honest. And yeah, you just make sure you get the choking vines because it's a scary one. I've got a little sound effects that makes a little cha-ching when it goes off. I don't know what to say about the rotation though. I feel like I want to...
Oh, the cultivator.
Oh, I think I was just saying, get down the cultivator, he's getting big. So I think, yeah, we get a stun on him as well, so nice. But it's kind of hard saying the rotation as I'm watching it even. I've got the... If you look above the details, you'll see, well, like, what I'm using and when. But yeah, the rotation is literally just kind of what I said in the guide. I would go from that. I think I'm getting ready to AoE silence them right now. Probably. There we go. Oh, no, I didn't use it. It's really hard to tell when everybody's using their CC in a pug. So I think I use it now, I guess. No, I let it go through. Now I am. Yeah, there we go. AoE silence. Interrupted them all. And then they cast immediately anyway. But it feels good to CC things, I guess. But we just don't... We've got a paladin. It's insane. A stunner thing. You've got so much CC. I'm letting a lot of thorns go through and I shouldn't be. But it's just our paladin is such a tank. Paladins are insane. I'm probably a bit lazy. You can definitely freezing trap, which I'm not really... I'm sure I use it at some point, but that's another interrupt that you've got, and then you can stun, which I've occasionally been doing. And then also, I've got that weak card telling me when things go on me. I'll link it in the description. It's super useful because you can feign death, which acts as another interrupt, basically.
I'm stunned.
That's a typical demon hunter. I'm stunned now. 0.1 second of DPS uptime gun. Because he wasn't even in it for like half a second. But he's a nice guy. He wouldn't call people out, but a lot of demon hunters, you'll just get them yelling in chat. Oh my god, you've made me go out of melee. You got me.
Done again.
Don't worry, I got you. AoE silence. Stop that. Stop that thorns. Got you, demon hunter. Don't you worry. We got all the interrupts, all the silences, every kind of utility you need. Then we Fury the Eagle again. But yeah, you get a lot of toxic people, mainly demon hunters, who will complain at everybody for not letting them have their ultimate DPS uptime. It did take a while, but we got them down. Boss time anyway, so yeah, this first part of the dungeon super easy. Nothing like going on for DPS at all to worry about. It's pretty much all the damage is going on the tank or the healer or ranged DPS with the wasps, but otherwise nothing really going on. We got the big tree guy. This boss is I don't know, he doesn't really do anything. As a range you get to bait stuff, but as a... What did the evoker just got hit by something and now he's Zephyred. I have no idea what range even do in this fight, I'll be honest. But big AoE, so we Fury the Eagle again, get that big DPS buff going on, and then we just... That was annoying. He got... Oh no! He knocked them back out of my bomb. Dude! Doesn't really matter. I'm going to throw down a tar trap, I think, just in case the paladin needs to run for any reason during this phase. I don't think he would need to, but just as they get bolstered, it's just a nice little, like, reassurance for him because my binding shot's still on cooldown. It's any way you can help out is good. He's kind of using it now. I think he's running a little bit. But this phase, anyway, this is DPS phase. Fury the Eagle, you'll see it's off cooldown, and I'm not using it because I'm greedy and I'm saving it for AoE. You shouldn't do this. I don't know why I saved it for so long, because it's going to come back anyway. But I just held on to it for like 5 seconds, which is kind of bad. I lost a little bit DPS. Anyway, I'm a gnome. You're going to get the best point of view here. I'm pretty sure I'll be in a wall for most of the fight because you want to cleave onto things with your bomb. And your bomb's in a cone shape, so you got to position yourself. I'm just getting the Harpoon buff right now, I guess, for some more focus. I'm not playing focus very well. So I... Yeah, this boss...
Yeah, tangled.
Oh, it's tangled? I don't know. But anyway, this is the point of view that you're going to have most of this fight. It's trying to cleave onto ads, and it's just where they're always positioned. You can never really see them.
I'm probably underperforming on that boss, to be honest.
Don't worry, me too. I'm padding like crazy.
I'm doing so much padding, though.
Yeah, yeah, everybody pads on this boss. I mean, how can you not pad on the boss when the ads come up? I probably said something similar where I think I'm padding like too much on this boss. You can definitely get a little bit more boss DPS. But it's too fun to DPS down the ads on top of the boss. But yeah, there's not much to say about the boss. It's like the little orbs that come in, and I think some people DPS them down. You shouldn't do that. You just pull the boss to this side and you just ignore them. And then you can see like the line that range is made on the right hand side. It's going to catch most of the orbs, and then that's where the ads come from. Anyway, boss time, boss killing time, because he's got the buff. He takes 100% increased damage, so we blast him down with our coordinate assault, which I used a little bit earlier, but it's all good. And like I said, I'm in the wall most of the fight. You can't really see much, and that's just because I'm trying to position myself so I can hit the boss and the ads at the same time, which just so happens to be in a wall because everybody always tanks the ads in the exact same spot, which is where they're at right now, which is just a little bit awkward for the spec, but like just positioning wise because you have this terrible angle. But it's fine because you can see all the numbers, so you know you're hitting the ads. But this boss here, he just doesn't do anything. He's just a big tree, and he takes a while to kill. And then I think he hurts the tank a bit, but you know, it's pretty chill. You can see the healer actually. Healer's kicking butt. I like this. You get a lot of groups early on where the healers aren't really healing. I mean, they're only healing, they're not really DPSing. I find it with a lot of druids. Druids do so much DPS. But as a healer, it's really nice if you DPS too, because it helps kill things faster. It kind of separates the good healers from the bad healers. The good healers can keep people alive and do big deeps.
I actually did more single-target damage than you. What?
Because I padded and I didn't play it very well.
Really
I didn't do very well on that boss at all. I was holding cooldowns for too long, like the Fury of the Eagles. Anyway.
Save pot now. Okay.
That was just what the tank was saying in chat. These guys, you can see the timer above the head. It's on 5 seconds. He's about to jump. I stunned him just before he hit the guy, which is cool. Oh, this, by the way, we can ignore this. Look. And it's ignored. Immune. Do you know how? Feign death is how. Feign death's insane. I think I put binding shot down so these jumpers don't actually hit the ranged. You can pretty much stop basically most of the jumpers from hitting the ranged. But anyway, what I was saying is this noxious eruption, you can just ignore it basically. If you feign death and your body's on the ground as he's finishing the cast, it will not hit you, which is really cool. If you didn't know that, it's super useful to know. These... I'm not doing very well with stopping these jumpers. I want to get hit by this as well, I think. Yeah, I did. So I didn't do my feign death at the right time. I want to die. Ouch! I just messed up that real bad. So first off, messed up my feign death. I should have done it a little bit earlier and stayed on the ground, and that would have made me dodge the explosion. And then I'm going to back away here, by the way.
Timer, do you know?
So the reason why... Stop! I'm trying to talk! Dang it! No. This is the issue with not being able to remove the voice. I don't know how. But what I was trying to say is you can root the guys who jump just before that they do the jump, and then it will cancel the jump, and it will reset the whole cooldown. So technically, if you play really well, you can totally lock down those jumpers so they never jump to the ranged. I played that pack horrendously. This one, I don't even have cooldowns. Literally, because I wasted them, I don't have cooldowns. So this could have been some big DPS in this pack, but otherwise, it's kind of small numbers. Sad. But yeah, our big cooldown, coordinate assault, and the trinket. I don't know why I held on to them for so long on the last pack, which was just... It was so stupid, so I lost a lot. And I mean, like, okay, to be fair, not loads. Our coordinate assault cooldown kind of sucks. It might feel good, but it does kind of suck. But the trinket, though, if you've got the mirror trinket, it's like our biggest cooldown if you use it. It's bigger than coordinate assault. Yeah, anyway, so you see these leapers? So I'm going to back away and I'm going to harpoon on. So I stop one of them. The other one's going to get off, though, because I didn't I should have used a freezing trap or
𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒕𝒆🅄.
something. I'm pretty sure I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put down a freezing. I'm sure I'll do it because like, I'm sure at this point I'm starting to wake up. I'm like, you can see he's about to jump against. Yeah, there we go. Freezing trap. You see, I put it freezing trap between him and the
I was
range.
gonna guess.
But he got knocked up. Otherwise, he would have went in the freezing trap, and that would have stopped the jump. The
That's a
toxic
good
corruption.
guess.
Did I waste? I'm not paying attention. I probably used it or wasted my
Gonna
friend
guess.
death. I remember messing them up quite a lot. So I
What?
put him in the freezing trap, and then the other one jumped because I didn't harpoon onto him because I'm guessing just getting overwhelmed. Toxic corruption. I could definitely stop this one. I have turtle and feign death. Don't use any of them. Doesn't matter. I'm a tank. 500 too tanky. I'm getting hit by everything. It doesn't matter. I mean, I died to the last one, which was a really stupid death, and I could have easily avoided dying. I had like a health potion. I had
I think so
cooldowns.
after this one, I think, yeah.
Um,
I'm not sure.
I definitely shouldn't have
Let's see.
died. Which it was, yeah. I'm not playing like amazing, but also it's fine. I'm playing okay. I'm playing good enough that I'm okay showing it. It's mainly my friend, the Demon Hunter, who wanted me to share the video because he wanted to. I think he enjoyed
I
the
don't
key.
use any cooldowns either, because I don't know how he's route.
Yeah, that's the thing with pugs. When you don't really know the route, it makes using cooldowns and everything a bit awkward because you don't know when you should hold them. Like I'm holding the trinket. If you can see on my UI, I'm holding my trinket right now because I'm expecting a big pull because we got hero, but I don't totally know. I don't know if we want to hero the boss or if we're doing a huge pack or what. It's kind of just guessing because it's kind of hard to know. And then it's kind of like a medium-sized pack, and we could hero this, but I'm really unsure if we're holding it for boss. So I hold onto it. The 𝒂𝒂𝒂 holds onto it, so I think we just hold it for boss. The leapers again. Let's see if I stop them. I probably will do, or not. Or I can I let that one get through, but I stopped that one. So you see, I used it, and his cooldown went to 0, and then it reset back to 15 or whatever it's on. And now he's really big. So these guys are big.
Yeah,
So now we need to stop the leaps, or they will kill somebody probably.
you got these?
So you see binding shot, I put it down so when he leaped over he got stunned. He was off screen so you couldn't see, but you saw you just gotta trust. And then yeah, we got the hurt in the tank as well, obviously, so we make sure he's lost the raging now, so he's okay, but we go on to him, we've reset the cooldown so he hasn't leaped even though he was about to. And yeah, you can definitely do this for basically all of them, rotating through harpoon, which resets when things die. You've got freezing trap.
No,
stun. And then
I
whatever
guess we
else
like
you
the-
use depending on your.
volley.
Okay, I think we're invising camo. Camo is sketchy, by the way. It's the worst invis in the game. You always pull, so I hid in the little corner to make sure he wasn't looking at me. Because I could technically pull him there, if I walked too close to him. This boss is, I don't know, maybe like I don't want to say the worst boss, but I hate this boss. Like with a passion. It's just things always go wrong on this boss for me. It's 2-target cleave. We've already got a 2-target cleave. That's good. It's mainly the interrupts. There is a lot of interrupts on this boss.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3.
This is
I
weird.
think he's
So,
just doing that one.
yeah, and I think I was asking him then, like, why have we moved? Why has he moved to the other boss? Usually you kill this first boss first when they're together,
5,
but we don't do that.
3,
Or he's moved away and we've just decided we're going to stay on the
Probably
boss.
safe bet.
3.
Yeah, we've decided we're just going to stay on this single target boss because we weren't really sure why he moved away. The
Whoa.
Fury, he doesn't know everything around him, you saw that. It doesn't really do much damage though. Also, this is funny. You might notice he just got healed. I removed it with the... I trank shot it. Funnily enough, I looked over the log afterwards just because I was...
1.
I think I was just looking over it. I'm using a trinket called the Ember of Nullification, which is a verse trinket, and it has a second effect
4,
where
3,
if you get hit by a magic ability, the target is silenced for a few seconds, like 2 seconds.
1.
When I looked over it, it turned out that the water guy actually got silenced
4.
whenever he tried to cast the Revitalize, and I was interrupting it with my trinket, which is hilarious. So I think that the 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 assumed someone else was taking the interrupt and didn't interrupt it. Just quite funny, I thought. But yeah, interrupt. So I held on to that for long. This guy just spams water balls and it hurts on Tyrannical. This thing hurts. Do I feign death that one? Nope. So I've got the, like I said, the weak card that tells you. It makes a little sound as well whenever somebody's targeting you. There we go. Do I feign death? There we go. Feign death, interrupt. Nice. I have an interrupt ready to go. I interrupt now, I assume? Yeah. Nope. Interrupt now, I assume? Nope. Someone else did. Come on, me. I can do it. Press interrupt. You've got it. There we go. And we overlapped with the Paladin. Awesome. I get a bit lazy with Paladins. Paladins, they interrupt with whatever their ability is called. And it's got a really short cooldown. So I get a little bit lazy sometimes. Paladins are awesome to have in a group. They're definitely my favorite of the tank specs to play with. And they're really solid. If you saw the ping, this is a tech.
Want some space, to be honest.
He's saying you want space. Yeah, I get it. Demon Hunters need to dash about everywhere. They don't want to be confined in a small space, which we were because of all these pools of fuel. I don't know if the talking's distracting. You can always mute me, by the way, because I don't know if you're like trying to track what I'm doing, and I'm assuming the commentary is supposed to be helpful with the rotation, but like I don't know how to explain it. It's literally just as long as you bomb, as long as you're using bombs, not letting it get to 2 charges, and then
feet.
I'm just getting distracted because there's so much going on the screen. But yeah, just make sure you keep bombing, and everything else doesn't really matter. Butchery, use it as much as you can without capping on bombs, because that means more bombs. These ads kind of hurt. We're sitting in the shield right now, so we don't have to use a defensive. We're killing the Pyromancer first, even though it's going to make this Arcanomancer big. The Arcanomancer should never get a cast off, so he's fine to get big. I don't know why I've changed, actually. We should be just killing the Pyromancer now before he starts doing his Cinderbolt volley, which is right now. So that's going to kill us. Literally just because we switched, or I switched off him. I don't know if we both did. And now I'm locked in combat, which is great. I shouldn't have released.
I used immune.
Like I said, first key of the morning, I make a lot of mistakes, but it's fine. It seems like quite a chill dungeon this week. I think it's also down to our priest. We have an insane disc priest. Our disc priest was really, really good.
Yeah, we got that. But now we're done.
Yes, now I need to run back. I'm pretty sure I go in combat too. So I've got camo. This is how bad camo is. Like, I wasn't that close. So I'm going to waste turtle and everything just so I can get past these guys. And then you can feign death, get out of combat. But yeah, I literally probably threw that pack as well. So you want to make sure, I don't know what everybody else was doing, but you want to make sure you kill that Pyromancer so that they don't keep casting the Cinderbolt volley, or it will kill people. All the other ads don't really matter. And then I missed all, look at all that DPS. Demon Hunter is doing 1 million DPS right now. My overall's going to suck. But it's fine, it doesn't really matter. So we come in, we Fury the Eagle, throw out some bombs. Hopefully you can see the repeating pattern of bombs. You bomb, Fury the Eagle, bomb, Butchery, and then you coordinate assault whenever you can. So I'm going to use coordinate assault now because it's a big cooldown. With the trinket, I assume. Yeah. Cinderbolt volley's going to come up now, so this is going to hurt, but
yes, be the backup.
I don't think he's any defensive because, like, the thing is,
whenever.
Survival Hunter is very tanky. We stack verse, though I'm like at, I think I'm at 30% verse. Things don't really die at all. I used Feign Death. Did I interrupt that with Feign Death? I don't know.
Feet.
No, the Cinderbolt volley. Did I use a defensive? I don't think so, but it's fine because I'm tanky. And also we heal quite a lot, so I mean, I could probably be healing more. I think this priest is healing us up a lot. So I'm only on, what, 20k HPS? That could definitely be more. We have a lot of leech. Same with the Demon Hunter. He's just immune in all the damage, I guess. He's barely healed.
Feet.
This thing, that's a range mechanic. If all your ranges are dead, and this is a pro tip, if you notice that all your ranges are dead or your ranges are melee, when that comes up, bait it out of melee because it will one-shot
I wasn't
everybody.
ready for that. I was ready for another pack.
This boss, scary right off the bat, big damage. So you need to prepare for that. I probably should have used my defensive there. I kind of go in thinking, okay, the healer, he knows, or she knows, that we're about to take loads of damage. They're probably going to use something big at the start, so I kind of hold off. but if I see we're taking big damage, I'll at least use a healer usually. Oh, this is stupid.
Oh, it's under.
Yeah, so I didn't see that. That was me if I could die. This could have been the end of the key if we didn't have all these reses. Another stupid thing I do. It's fun watching over and it's fun talking, but whenever I talk, I think I'm just going to point out all my flaws or the things I do wrong. I didn't see it, which it might sound stupid, but yeah, it was under the darkness and it kind of hid it, and you could definitely see it, but I'm just looking out for bright colors. I didn't see the dark swirly. This boss is very much, you're looking everywhere around to try and dodge everything, so like, yeah, I'd use a defensive there anyway. Those Cinderbolt volleys, they do hurt. You can rotate defensives. On Tyrannical, you probably will have to. Probably. And then you kind of rotate them around what your group's using. So right now you can see we got a big shield. So obviously I'm going to stand in the big shield instead of using a defensive cooldown. And then I'm not really saying what the boss does. I think the Evoker died again, which is quite sad. It is a hard boss though. But you can see that at the top I've got a prediction. So next is the Frost and the Arcane. I know that that's not going to do any damage, so I'm not going to use a defensive, because neither of these ones do damage. It's the Fire one that does damage. So I can just...
Orb, watch out.
Yep, well, you watch out for the orb. You see where the orb's going, and then it's going to pull you towards the orb, so you move in the other direction. And make sure you don't get hit by any ice things. I remember this. I get stuck in a vine, which is hilarious. I saw we got Zephyr, so I know again, don't have to use a cooldown probably, a defensive cooldown. Which was close because the Evoker died again. How the volley works is, I don't really want to just explain boss mechanics, but I don't really know how to just talk about the rotation. But the Cinderbolt volley, more people that are dead means the more of the Cinderbolt volleys is going to hit you. So if you have people dead, it makes the boss a lot harder. I think Demon Hunter probably dies here as well.
I'm dead.
He's stuck in the middle there. That's sad. But yeah, so now all the volleys are going to hit the three of us. So the healer's probably going to die. I mean, I'm playing Survival Hunter. Survival Hunter doesn't die. It's like, unless you're really stupid and stand in all the fire, which I did before, you're going to be fine. So that one was fine because we didn't have the fire. Fire's coming up. 8 seconds. I don't have any defensives ready, but I know that I'm a Survival Hunter and I'm going to live. So you just got to believe. That's how you survive. So I survive because I believe. Look at that. You just got to believe. And the disc priest is insane and kept us alive. And I think I only got 3 volleys. I was really lucky though. And boss is dead. Wow. So Evoker died 3 times. Quite sad, but that's expected from Evokers. I died as well, which is super sad. I think I've died 3 times in this dungeon, which is quite
We still
bad.
have these.
Yeah, but I mean, it happens when you, especially if you don't know everything in the dungeon and what's happening, which I kind of am starting to get that now. Like I'm starting to understand everything, but I still make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. And I made quite a few in this dungeon, but it's going okay. It's going okay. This pack's really easy. I got targeted. I could feign death it. Like I did it too late. Somebody interrupted it anyway, but if they didn't interrupt it, my feign death would have interrupted it, so I wouldn't have got hit by it. It's kind of finding that equal balance, playing the spec, and most specs in the game, of when do I need to CC, when can I just ignore it and do damage. Right now, I think I probably... I'm not sure. I probably CC too much, considering we've got a paladin in the group and they kind of just interrupt everything. But also, I didn't earlier with all the jumps, which I definitely could have stopped them all. Same in a towel. You can stop all the jumps in a towel, by the way.
Do we need to save CDs for the big guy? That's 45 too.
That's a good question. This boss, it's pretty chill. See this big blow? He does. Oh, look at all that damage. That's whenever he does that, it's big damage. The only scary part of this fight is he's going to spawn an ad. That ad is going to do pulsing damage. The pulsing damage doesn't do that much damage. It's like fine, but it's when he does this big blow that he's about to do again while the ad's up. Those two combining damages is going to hurt, so you have to use a defensive on that. Unless you're a survival hunter and you're a tank, you don't have to. I think I mess every single one of my defensives up here, and it still doesn't really hurt that much. But it's going to come now, so I'm in darkness. The barrier was a little bit fast, none of us could stand in it, and it was a little bit early, but it's fine. But I didn't have to, because I think I still used a defensive I really shouldn't have there. I was probably just thinking, let's get it on cooldown, this is a long boss fight, it's going to come back up in the future. But yeah, look, another blow, it's going to do quite a lot, so you see my damage, it was, not my damage, my health, it went quite low. And I also didn't save cooldowns for the ad, that is because the time is kind of tight, this boss can take a long time. Way too long, we were doing it last week on Tyrannical, and it was taking 6 minutes or something. It was insane. So I feel like it's probably good if you're able to use cooldowns and stuff on the boss itself to get it down faster, if you're on a tight timer like we kind of are right now. Yeah, adds up, this is the scary combo. Didn't really hurt though because we had Zephyr. And like I said, Survival Hunter in general. Nothing hurts Survival Hunter, we're a tank, we survive everything. Kind of. Kind of quite tanky, but mainly just because of Verse, and we have a huge health pool, and we can ignore damage, which... We can't ignore this damage though, this boss hurts. I feel like I've talked a lot, and it probably hasn't been that useful of information. I feel like I've been a bit overwhelmed watching my own footage, so hopefully it's not been... And I know I've heard my UI kind of is a lot to process. Everybody has different UIs and WeCars and stuff, and it's really hard to track, so I hope it hasn't been too distracting. But the main thing with Survival Hunter is bombs. You just throw bombs, that's all you got to worry about. I'm using the coordinated assault build. Actually, don't use it. If you don't like it, or if you're new to the spec, don't use it. It sims better to not use it, unironically. It sims a little bit better in this kind of dungeon build to just not run it and use a no cooldown build instead. I'm just running it because it's slightly higher AoE, so it's good for that pad damage, it's good for that overall damage, or a little bit better. But the other build is a lot better for prio damage, the one without the cooldowns, without coordinated assault. So yeah, if you're new to the spec, or just in general, I'd highly recommend just not playing with coordinated assault at all. Requires macros, awkward to use, I just wouldn't recommend it. We got Zephyr again. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say. I'm not going to die. We've already seen that it doesn't do very much damage. I messed up my turtle earlier. I don't think I mentioned it because I didn't want to, but I messed up turtle, I remember feeling so stupid. But it doesn't matter because it doesn't hurt that much. At least on a 26 fortified, maybe it does on... Well, it probably does. I don't think it would one-shot on a 26 Tyrannical, but it might do. Looking at it... I don't know. I'm not actually sure. I feel like it one-shots like Avokas and stuff. They just get one-shot by everything though. Or a BM Hunter, they get one-shot quite a lot. Why you play Survival? Nothing hurts a Survival Hunter.
Easy, GG!
And that was the key. Pretty clean, pretty clean. This is future me. I'm going to skip ahead in the video. I talk for like 3 or 4 minutes while I wait for the damage meter to get shown. It takes a while. We're just kind of chatting in the chat during the... Wait, freeze frame! I know I close it down here, so freeze frame. This is future knowledge. Just so you can look at the damage. I know people like to see the damage meter, so here you go. Look at all the bomb damage. Wow, 37% of the damage was bombs. Not to mention the master marksman dot. Like, at least half of that's going to be bombs, probably more. So, yeah, it's pretty much just bomb season this season. But yeah, it was a really good group. The Avoka, he was saying at the end, he was apologizing. Apparently his cat was stuck on a lamp. That, you know, that's a reasonable excuse for dying on the boss or whatever. It's the best excuse I've heard. Avoka's always, they usually complain at other people. That's what a lot of people do. Don't do that in the game. Don't call people out or whatever. Instead, come up with an awesome excuse like your cat's stuck on a lamp and you have to go get him. But yeah, I'll end the dungeon here. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. And Demon Hunters get nerfed. Demon Hunters get nerfed next reset. Our damage is going to be so close. Like, if you can look, it's pretty close already. This Demon Hunter is really good. He's really good. So usually I beat normal Pug Demon Hunters in keys because they're a bit but when you've actually got a good Demon Hunter, they usually beat you. Until next reset, they're going to get nerfed. So we should be able to at least even out with them. If not, at least we'll be a little bit closer. We do very good DPS. We have good utility. We have good survivability. give the spec a try if you're not already. And yeah, I'm gonna go. So have an awesome time in keys and dungeons. Get that high 𝒔𝒔𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒕𝒆🅄 score, and catch you later.